If you want to lower the expense of retirement, which can be expensive, consider retiring in one of Latin America's greatest retirement destinations. Your existing income will stretch further if you're willing to retire in South or Latin America. Numerous cities in this area provide a great quality of life at affordable prices. If you want to make a new life overseas, your retirement years may become more interesting and difficult as you learn to negotiate the local traditions and languages. Consider retiring in one of these places in Latin America. If you're seeking for the best place to spend your elderly years, think about relocating to Latin America. Several locations in Latin America provide a good level of living at very low rates for retirees from the United States and Europe. Direct flights from the United States to the continent, as well as several sunny locations, are other features of the continent. Here are the top retirement locations in Latin America, from an alternative beach resort in Uruguay to the vineyards of Argentina. In today's video, we will talk about the 8 best places to retire in Latin America, so make sure to watch the video till the end. And if you are new to the channel, make sure to subscribe to the channel and hit the bell icon, so you won't miss any future videos we upload. Number 8. Argentina. Argentina is a fascinating place where the new and the old worlds coexist together. Its culture and lifestyle are both Latin American and European. Since the middle of the 1800s, Argentina has welcomed immigrants and expats, and a large portion of its people identify as being of Italian, Spanish, or both ancestries. When you stroll around the streets of Buenos Aires, the connections become obvious. There are pizzerias and pasta stores around, and Spanish is spoken with a distinct Italian accent. But to understand Argentina's economy is to comprehend one of the greatest tragedies in human history. The nation has ups and downs, with brief periods of stability separating the most recent upswing from the following precipitous decline. When Argentina ended the linkage between the peso and the dollar in late 2001, the financial crisis created a window of opportunity during which clever investors were able to purchase prestigious Buenos Aires flats for a fraction of their previous cost. Argentina offers a variety of lifestyle alternatives, including Buenos Aires, a world-class metropolis with a population of 14 million. Expats like living amid the grapes in the interior provinces of Salta, the Mendoza area, historic Córdoba, and other places. Number 7. Ecuador. With the Amazon rainforest, the Galapagos Islands, hundreds of kilometers of coastline, and the picturesque Andean central valleys, Ecuador is one of the world's most stunning and diverse nations. Ecuador has environmental megadiversity, meaning it is home to a disproportionate number of the world's plant and animal species. This is a result of Ecuador's geographic diversity. Ecuador is not only physically pleasing, but also a sane choice for retirees wishing to live abroad. Ecuador comes up frequently while discussing retirement options that are within reach. Even if things may be less complicated here than, example, in the fast-paced United States, you don't have to give up all of your home's luxuries and conveniences. On the contrary, welcome to a location where you won't have to be frugal in your retirement. Instead, for as little as $18 a day, you can have a maid and a gardener come to your lovely and reasonably priced new house. Ecuador has just come out on top as one of the best places to retire abroad. Beautiful scenery, a comfortable climate, low cost of living, excellent infrastructure, a vibrant expat community, and kind natives are just a few advantages of migrating to Ecuador. Ecuador's simple and affordable residency procedure and the country's use of the dollar as its official currency make it simple for Americans and Canadians to retire there. Number 6. Colombia. How could we be suggesting that retirees and foreigners consider settling in Pablo Escobar's homeland? We're no longer the only ones that mention Colombia as the top travel destination in the globe. Similar claims have also been made by the New York Times, Forbes, Travel Plus Leisure, and other publications. As a result, it is not surprising that Colombia is a top option for anybody thinking about starting a new life abroad. Colombia is taking advantage of the respect she is receiving in this situation. Colombia, which has 2 coastlines, a great deal of geographic and cultural variety, as well as distinct regional identities, is located where the Andes meet the Pacific and the Caribbean. After Brazil, Colombia is regarded as the country with the greatest biodiversity worldwide. Exceptional deals are being produced as a result of the US dollar's historical strength versus the Colombian peso. And more than ever, Medellin, the capital of Colombia, ranks as one of the world's top locations for expanding internationally. Number 5. Panama. The finest offshore sanctuary in the world could be Panama. Without a question, Panama has significant advantages for people seeking a nation with a lower cost of living than the United States and Europe. Beautiful islands, lots of shoreline beaches, mountain getaways, and ancient cities are all present in Panama. Outside of Panama City, the locals are welcoming, and the environment is often relaxed and informal. Only 4 million people live there, so it doesn't feel terribly crowded. If you are currently searching for a location to retire, invest in, or do business abroad, you would be doing yourself a great disservice if you didn't take a hard look at this little nation. Number 4. Nicaragua. Over the past 40 years, Nicaragua's tale has been everything but monotonous. Civil conflict, political upheaval, and economic collapse were followed by a rebirth. The free market was given an opportunity when the Sandinistas were disregarded. The visitors arrived on those bright days, then speculators, real estate investors, and retirees. Beachfront property prices rose steadily and apparently without limit as speculation turned into a frenzy. Then, 2008 arrived. Markets all throughout the world, including Nicaragua, saw severe declines after it. This nation is now resurfacing to reclaim her position as one of the most alluring bargains living and retirement options in the whole planet. In addition to visitors, international investors, retirees, and buyers of real estate are starting to make their way back to our nation. The moment has come to re-evaluate Nicaragua. The dog days are in the past, tourism is booming, and yet both living and real estate costs are still quite affordable. Regardless of your goals, whether they be to live, retire, invest, or a combination of these, Nicaragua is now providing a lot of possibilities that you should be aware of. Number 3. The Dominican Republic. Welcome to the Caribbean at former prices and as it once was. Even on a pensioner's budget, the Dominican Republic can provide you with a rich, comfortable, and incredibly diversified lifestyle. Additionally, recent infrastructure improvements make it safer and simpler than ever for international investors and retirees to stake their claims. The Dominican Republic, where Christopher Columbus and his men made their last New World landfall in 1493, is now a paradise of white beaches, warm turquoise seas, and year-round sunlight. This accessible island paradise offers untouched forest and mountain retreats in addition to beaches, both secluded and resort-style, a melting pot with an eclectic population and a varied history influenced by Afro-Antillean, European, North American, and Latin traditions. The Dominican Republic is the Caribbean, but so much more. This large island welcomes visitors and has a long tradition of doing so. Number 2. Belize. There are just 350,000 people living in this little nation, which is approximately the size of Massachusetts. The whole nation resembles a little village. Although English is the official language of the nation, the population is highly varied. Belize, the sole English-speaking nation in Central America, has long drawn savvy expats from the United Kingdom, Canada, and the United States to its famed white sand Caribbean beaches and crystal-clear, unpolluted seas. Additionally to simple residence and tax-free living, Belize boasts a reef, ruins, rivers, and a rainforest. One of the strangest locations on Earth is this one. Because of the British conquerors, Belize City's roads are designed around a network of roundabouts, yet the tortillas, rice, and beans are still grinding by hand at the stores next to the roundabouts. Belize's infrastructure is not its strongest point. There are just 3 two-way highways in Belize. Although Belize's infrastructure is becoming better, it is still far from developed world standards. Additionally, there are no chains or franchises in Belize. The yearning for a simpler, freer, more private way of life unites everyone who is making their way to Belize's shores today, from dive aficionados and eco-adventurers to missionaries and billionaire investors. With all that is going on in the world today, Belize's simple way of life is nearly hard to resist. Number 1. Mexico. The foreigner has many alternatives and opportunities in Mexico. There are 2 lengthy beaches, mountains, colonial cities, Mayan ruins, rainforest, rivers, and lakes in this vast, incredibly diversified nation. Mexico is the nation in the area that is easiest to reach from the United States and Canada. Due to its location in North America, this nation is home to a wide variety of American franchises, including McDonald's, Pet Depot, Walmart, and Starbucks. Almost all products you may buy in the United States are also sold in Mexico. More than 1 million expats call Mexico their home, making it the most popular foreign destination for North Americans. The largest settled community of American expats in the world resides in Mexico. Although they aren't our top picks in the nation, Ajijic and Chapala are 2 of the largest, most well-established communities of North American retirees outside of the United States. At the current exchange rates, all of these expats enjoy a low cost of living, while recent immigrants can find some great real estate deals. Mexico is maybe your greatest option if you're looking for an international experience with all the comforts of home because of its close proximity to and relationship with the United States. This brings us to the end of this video. If you liked the video, please consider subscribing and sharing so we can keep bringing more content like this. Also, let us know your thoughts in the comments below. See you next time.